This episode of Speakers of Fightland is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our Supreme and Master Speakers Omega Cat Comet, Saray Cypher, Hans Grenade, Bob Cece, Faris Gentoru, Cletus Oreo, Luke Leonatrell, Sapa Chakwatol, Courtney, Circa Barakil, Casey Schaefer, Lily Black, Chaitan, Chasha Saltiri, Erisu Yamakawa, Sisiraful Alirafu, Daimos, Nina Grimsdaughter, Asuta Starbreeze, Quicklevin, Sayuri Snowfall, Yuana Nitsa, Stella Bell, Boogie Bear, Remy Asalia, Cirrus, Icy Lee, Lyria Rain, C&G Lipscomb, Dalamud Papodo, Kaisa Regina, Pamela Isley, Umbral Wind, Naive Arino, Celeste Raskris, Elenriel Maximus, Edwin, and Fabson Voidworm. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv. Thank you.
This is Speakers of Fightland.
Good evening, Aorcians. Welcome to Speakers of Fightland, episode 178. I'm Lakil Bravestone, and I'm joined today by Rolodes, Georgi Wiston, and Mel Avanadar.
Hello.
Hey. Welcome, everyone. Today's main topic, Patch 5.2. More specifically, the 5.2 website. We will analyze the patch artwork because it's a lot of stuff to talk about. We'll also cover a Yoko Taro interview in recent events, and we will be reading MogMail. Now, we will do MogMail before we talk about 5.2, before we start the main story today. Just to make sure...
kind of us.
Yeah, just to make sure we get through some MogMail today, because it's going forward, I think we're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about in the following episodes. So, MogMail might be moved forward in the next episode as well, depending on how much info we get. Stay tuned for the post-show. We will be doing questions from the Syndicate, and we'll continue this Field and City Themes tournament bracket that we've been doing. That's it. That's the show. The shows. Let's talk about what we've done in 14 this week. We haven't discussed who's got the best story, so I'll just pick at random. I am picking Rollo.
Oh, hello. I've mostly just been worried about my red mage, getting that to 80, because I don't have a caster on my main at 80 yet. I didn't realize that. I have one on my alt that's at 80, because I have Summoner, which I don't have. I have no clue to play still. Working. But yeah. What's the deal with red mage? Why is it like this? It's so weird.
What do you mean?
Easy.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I don't know. Just getting used to the AoE, which is great,
AOE
by the way.
Now.
What? It's better.
It's better.
It is better in terms of
It's
getting
better than a single button.
mana up, but it's annoying. It's more annoying.
Because you have to do more than just hit scatter.
It's weird because it's the opposite of what you do with your single
if it was
target
scatter
rotation.
first and then the others, maybe it would feel a little different.
That is kind of annoying. Having to unlearn to just not hit scatter first.
Well, you couldn't because it's got such a long cast, hasn't it, without...
Yeah, that was,
It gives you plenty of time to realize your mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand the one melee target skill you get yet. I mean, I only have it at 78, but...
It's not melee. You can use it at
The
range.
ranged one, that's just for like when you're moving and doing quick attack or something.
No, not the one that's like displacement. The other one. I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold on.
The one that's the opposite of the one that works similar to Core, except it doesn't.
Doesn't make you jump
Oh,
away.
No.
Displacement doesn't make you jump away.
It's a reprise.
Oh yeah, that one's
Surprise is not melee; it's range.
Range.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's just for burning a bit of mana or whatever, and if you just on the move or
And
something.
if you need to keep moving but still do damage.
It's decent damage when it's enchanted, and Yeah, it's instant, so it's good.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I thought it was a melee skill the entire time, so I've just been avoiding it. But I guess I can see the use of it now.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Other than that, I've not been doing much. Just still, I gotta craft more. I gotta level up my crafters. I'm so lazy.
Georgi?
I've done a little bit more on astrologian.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't really like it. I still don't like that when you cast cards on outside of battle, you don't get the seals from them. That's really weird.
Yeah.
And I've also done more fishing. That's about it this
Hey.
week.
Okay.
Did you like original astrologian? Or not? Well, not original.
Yes, I
but-
liked it
Original?
more. Well, not original astrologian.
Sorry,
I liked it-
Stormblood.
I liked-
Stormblood astrologian.
I liked 4.5 astrologian, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Mela?
I've mostly been just leveling machinist. I think I'm 75 now, so almost at 80.
Uh-huh.
And then my plan is to do the Cardinal Sins quest for physical, and then suffer through leveling a healer to finish those off. Slightly off topic.
To level a healer.
Suffer through. How dare you?
Yes, Mela.
Amazing that we're already almost at episode 200. I mean, it seems like
Oh,
the
yeah, you're
hours have
right.
flown by.
Oh, God. We're
Yeah.
22 episodes away.
I know.
That's
Wow.
like half a year away.
Well, that's gonna go by faster than you
Yeah.
think. Okay. I haven't really done much this week. Well, actually, I've leveled crafting. I'm broke. I'm leveling.
Which craft did you level this week?
Leatherworker, goldsmith. Well, they're not to cap yet, but I started the leatherworking thing with the
The facet of
yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah, facet of leather. Facet of leather. Yeah, I think that's all I've done, really. It's leveling dancer that I'm focusing on now, because I'm almost there. If I do it today after the podcast, I'll probably have capped. I'm tired of MSQ roulette, but hey, we got something coming up in recent events that we'll talk about that will probably bring me right back. Okay, now... Are we going to do recent event first, right? Yes, we're doing recent event first.
Yeah.
Right, here is recent events. And our first order of business. Mog Treasure Trove.
Hooray.
Yay.
I don't hate them so much anymore since they made it a little bit more friendly on time.
Since they made it not suffering, since you can now get at least 10 terms from one instance in at least one case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
And
they
the
first
Alliance raids are all right.
3 for the Praetorium.
Yeah. Mog Treasure Trove is coming back. The Hunt for Soldiery starts Monday, January 20th at 8 a.m. GMT until the launch of patch 5.2. So you're getting the new ugly item this time is
I don't
a choker,
hate this one.
a necklace. You not hate it? Do you not see
No,
how
because
it
it will
like
show up
hovers
on my
around your neck?
character.
It
least it will
hovers.
show up.
This is probably my least favorite.
It's
I like
goddamn
the earrings
ugly.
more.
I've not been able to see any of the earrings.
Yeah, but this one you're definitely gonna see, and you don't want people to see it.
I don't like
we
it.
already
Except for the
have a-
hover.
Yeah.
We already have a good Namazu necklace
Oh, yeah,
in
that's
the
true, the
one that's
giant
just a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something that might make people upset, but I still have like 100 of each tome on my alt because I've just been like, I don't want any of these things. I don't want any of. I don't want any of the like the exclusive items. I don't.
Rollo,
You don't want the mounts?
this is the fucking Eureka thing all over again. Why do you just have it and
you
not
do
use
it.
Because this is different. I just get them by playing the game.
Yeah.
And I've been too lazy to spend them.
Well, you can't
Just
anymore.
buy mounts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I-
you can buy mounts, Rollo.
I forgot which ones I don't have. I'm too lazy.
Oh my god.
But it's just my alt.
It'll take less than 3 minutes.
Yeah.
If you
just
don't
my
spend them, if you don't spend them before 5.2 and the opportunity to sell them is unavailable, I'll be really upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. You will be able to get that thing, and you also get the 3 stars thing from
that one.
job mastery thing from 11. There's also a few new things, I believe. What's the bird this time is from
The new bird is
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Yeah.
And the Magitech Predator wasn't there before. I don't
Oh yeah,
think.
that's all.
That's going to be
the
really
Alameda
good for people that don't have the Magitech Predator, because that was quite difficult to obtain.
I don't have
which
it,
one
so I'm
is
getting
that
that.
again?
Alamigo.
PvP
Oh,
one?
it's the Alamigo one. I already have that.
Oh, sweet. You actually want... Okay, I want to get that, then.
Yeah.
Same.
You can get the spotted fedora. Well, that wasn't there last time, was it?
No.
No,
So have you
it's
never
for
done
Fedora
Kill
and
Regina,
Spencer
which is hard to do these days?
Yeah.
That's
I
nice.
have one of these. I can't remember if it's the Fedora or the Spencer, but I can get the other one now.
You can go, milady.
They're nice. I like that outfit. It's kind of
Yeah, answers the orchestrion role. Are these the same as well, or are these?
I think these are
Answer
actually
was there.
Answers was. I don't know if these 3 1.0 songs were there last time.
Twilight over
feel
Thanlin
like
on
they
Windy
were.
Meadows and Whisper of the Land. Oh, on Windy Meadows. Yeah, the rest is the same shit that you've seen before, but it is coming back. So, and it's irregular tomestones of soldiery.
It's cute seeing the old tombstone names come back.
Yeah,
I've kept one of each so far, just so I have them, so I can always look at them.
I'm just waiting for them to make the Thornton card available, because it's only available from the Extreme, and I've done it so many times I still.
Okay. Moving on.
We should probably go. No, we should probably go through the instances because they're different this time.
Should we? Okay.
Yeah, go on then. Just quickly run through the rewards and instances.
Okay, you get 10 from the Praetorium. You get
Same as last
7
time.
from Dunscaith and Castra Meridianum. You get 5 irregular tomestones of soldiery from the Weeping City of Mach, the Orm Vale, and Hidden Gorge. Objective that award 3 irregular tomestones of soldiery: the Void Ark, the Sunken Temple of Karn, Cutter's Cry, the Stone Vigil, and Zamel Darkhold.
Although it sucks, Orm Vale, apparently you can do like sub couple of minute blue runs of it very easily.
Yeah, you would be able to.
Yeah.
It's interesting that all the leveling dungeons are all just the highest level ones from Realm Reborn, and that the Alliance raids are all the Shadows of Mark raid.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting for the Alliance raid roulette.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if how much that's going to change it. Like, what you get in Alliance Raid Roulette. Because, right now it's always Crystal Tower. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will there be
There's
enough
gonna
people
be-
just queuing?
It's going to be a division between the people that want the Crystal Tower raids and the people that want the Shadow of Mark raids.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, I think I'm going to queue for Dunscaith manually. Because if I got Void Ark and only end up with 3, I'd rather have just done like Cutter's Cry or something.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go into the fucking main scenario mines. That's what I'll be.
Either do that
That's
or
what
I'll
I'll
do
do.
Hidden Gorge for Wolf Tomes, Wolf Marks.
I'm curious as to if this will improve the Hidden Gorge queue times.
I think it will for the event.
You can still queue for Hidden Gorge? I thought this was disabled when the new Frontline came out.
No, Hidden
Hidden
Gorge
Gorge is the
fine.
new one.
Astralagos or
Yeah.
Astragolos,
Oh, okay, that's right.
whichever one it is.
Yeah.
It's not Frontlines like last time.
No.
So it's exclusively Hidden Gorge if you want to play PvP to get tomes.
Okay, moving on. With 5.2, we're getting a new tomestone. It's called Allegan Tomestones of Allegory. And that's it. It's the usual thing that you have to do if you have Goetia. You have to... if you have Goetia on you, you can exchange them for Phantasmagoria, or... How is this again?
Yeah, you'll
usually go
you'll
up
exchange
one,
them for Phantasmagoria.
Yeah.
And then the old ones you can still exchange for Poetics if you still got them, and they'll disappear. So do that.
Yeah.
If you're
Buy
Captain
Thanarine
Goetia,
soil.
if you're Captain Goetia, you'll get 500 Phantasmagoria tomes, I think.
Yeah.
Also,
exchange rate,
remember
isn't
that you have. Remember, you have to go to Mordona. You don't.
That's true.
None of the
Just-
other tome exchange locations will let you trade them in.
Yeah.
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 That will never change. Morgana will have a use
Just-
forever.
Just get used to Revenant's Toll being still relevant forever.
It'll
Yeah.
always be relevant because it's the Scion headquarters.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's true. Okay, moving on. There's the Korean client has gotten some exclusive glamours. It's basically the Disciple of Hand, Disciple of Land gear from Stormblood.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's the Weaver's
Yeah,
one.
it's a Stormblood gear.
Okay.
Uh, cool, I guess. Do you think we'll get that here?
Not
I'm gonna
out.
pay
It
for
won't
it.
be Mog Station. It would be in
Oh yeah,
game.
it's definitely gonna be Mog Station. Oh, don't
No
get me.
way!
Oh, it has to be. It has
No.
to be. Yeah. You just
There's
wait,
no
Mailer.
way.
They've never made us pay for glamourable versions of
Not
gear
this
that already
time.
exists in the game.
No.
We'll
that would
see.
be. That,
We'll see.
Someone made-
This
Are
will be
these just
this will be a grey
exclusively-
screen one.
They're not
an
exclusive,
episode.
Rollo, but they're exclusive in the fact that you can use them on like a tank or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I was gonna say like, okay, well, I still wouldn't pay for that.
No, I wouldn't.
I would
But-
definitely accept them in game though, because Crafter and Gatherer gear is really nice, especially the
It
class
is.
specific ones, and you hardly ever get to use them.
The first
No.
artifact gear, or what is it called? Artifact gear for Alchemist is still really cool.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Weaver. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's cool, I guess. I why would I walk around looking like a miner?
Some of them look nice.
It's
Some-
cool.
No.
The minor one would be good
It
on
would
maybe
make-
Machinist.
It would have made glamour for minimum eye level easier.
Yeah, for that mining one.
Yeah.
Copper Bell.
Yeah. Mm.
You know, there's another mine in Shadowbringers.
There are no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Katana Revenge.
Mines of Moria.
No.
Mines of what? Excuse me. Where did you
Yoko
get-
Taro on Final Fantasy XIV. I may end up having to burn down the servers. This is an interview with Yoko Taro by The Verge. Weird, because we suddenly got we got two interviews out of the blue with Yoko Taro. We're gonna focus on this one. Let's just jump into this. There is a concern that Yoko Taro might destroy Final Fantasy XIV.
Finally, someone does
Finally, yeah, again. And given the Nier Automata director's track record of endings to his games requiring, this is spoilers, requiring players to erase all of their saved data, you can understand why. It was during the reveal of the MMO's third expansion, Shadowbringers, last February, when it was announced that Yoko Taro would be helping to create a questline that would cross over the worlds of Nier Automata and Final Fantasy XIV. In a video message that was part of the announcement, Yoko Taro and Automata producer Yosuke Saito joked about what the Final Fantasy XIV director's motivations were for bringing them on board. "What is Naoki Yoshida thinking?" Saito remarked. Yoko Taro speculated about how to destroy Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV is a game... Okay, we don't have to go through this. I had the chance to ask Taro, Yoshida, and Saito a bit about the process behind the questline's development and what might be in store for Nier Automata and Final Fantasy XIV fans in the remaining parts of the questline. This interview has been lightly edited for clarity. With this being a series of raids that are going to be released in parts over months, do you have most, if not all of it, planned out already? Or do you wait and see how players react to the first part before deciding how to proceed from there? Yoshida says, "We do have a general story overview, but it's all up to Yoko Taro and how he's going to spice it up in the end. I do hope that he doesn't go so far as to try to destroy our data centers or anything." Yoko Taro says, "We laid out the overall story at the onset of the crossover, so we couldn't look into players' reactions to make small adjustments. However, we do, of course, look at reactions and comments. And from that, I got the impression that players are expecting something more hardcore to unfold."
Good lord.
What does that mean?
I don't know. "So I've decided that, for the fans, I will go hardcore on that final chapter. I'll make it so that the end of this story sees all player data, including the Final Fantasy XIV servers themselves, be destroyed." I'm lying, of course. What is it like working on a live game like Final Fantasy XIV, where only small parts of what will be the full questline is available for people to play, as opposed to releasing a game in full like with the Nier or Drakengard games? Saito says, I had a very similar experience working on Dragon Quest X, so I didn't have any reservations about working on another live service title. At the beginning, my greatest worry was if players would accept or reject this content, especially considering that we were introducing a completely different world into that of Final Fantasy XIV. After looking at the reception, though, it's clear that that wasn't the case. Yoko Taro, I'm pretty lazy, so my style is to wait until the last minute to get everything done. Can relate. I was a bit taken aback by all of the hard work that goes into the development of a live service title. And in order to escape the hell of having to write scenarios at a set cadence, I may end up having to burn down the servers.
God.
He keeps saying it.
He's not joking.
No. While there are some characters that seem to be in both Nier Automata and in the Alliance Raid storyline, I'm curious if your approach to the narrative of the raids is to explore similar themes and concepts from Automata, but in new ways because of the different setting and ways players interact in an MMO compared to a single-player game. Or to use this new setting and people's familiarity with Automata as a way to explore different ideas. Yoko Taro says, if I were to choose, it would probably be the latter. Rather than digging deep into the settings and ideas of Nier Automata, I put more emphasis on making sure the content turns out to be something meaningful for the Final Fantasy XIV players. Additionally, I'm also excited to see what kind of outcome Nier, a calamity from outside the Final Fantasy XIV world, will deliver to the Final Fantasy XIV players. Yes, you guessed correctly. I still haven't written the ending.
Oh, he's got ages.
Yeah. How do you feel about players who might be jumping into Final Fantasy XIV for the first time just to play this Alliance raid so that they can get more Nier Automata story? Especially those who might be buying the Tales of Adventure and job level boost items to start with Shadowbringers. Why would you do that?
In for a treat.
It's not the first time they've recommended people do that.
That's true. That's true. Saito says, I'd like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yoko Taro says, I'm thinking the most fascinating aspect of playing games is the freedom you have in how you play it. So something along the lines of, I bought Shadowbringers in order to play the Nier content. But I'm so busy looking after my kids, I haven't even opened the package yet. It's a fascinating way of playing the game as well. Wait, is this considered playing? Time spent playing with your children is invaluable. Please don't take it for granted. What?
Be a good dad.
I think he lost the plot there.
I think he lost the plot there, but okay, sure. Naoki Yoshida has mentioned in previous interviews that for an ongoing game, the staff can fall into familiar patterns, and that part of the reason for crossovers like this is to try to break from those patterns and learn new things in order to make unique experiences. So what are some things you've learned from this crossover that you'll take forward with you? Not necessarily through the rest of the Raid series, but perhaps beyond that as well. Yoshida says, this Raid series has only just started. I'm sure Yoko is on the same page, but the development team and I think that as the Raid progresses, the game mechanics will become more and more extreme. As such, I think it's a little too early to reflect back on this. For now, I hope you look forward to what's to come. Right.
I'd like to watch a video of that interview.
What?
I'd like to watch a video of that interview, just for the...
I think it was an
reaction to what
email.
he's saying.
I think it was purely an email interview. I think all of these interviews that are coming out right now, and that will probably continue to come out, are all just over email.
Yeah.
Gives them more time to come up with a nonsensical answer that doesn't really answer anything.
Yeah. It's interesting that he's not written the ending, but not surprising, I guess. I hope he's got an idea of how it's going to end, though, so it doesn't feel like weird when it ends.
I don't expect it to be that logical, regardless.
No, it is Yoko Taro, so I'm not expecting that. But
so I don't necessarily need him to have come up with it.
No.
I mean, he'll probably come up with something that makes absolutely no sense. It will still make sense.
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen is going to be the second part of the raid, and that's going to be pretty, pretty standard fare, for maybe comparable to the first one, and then we'll get the third one, then that'll be the one like,
yeah,
everything's happening.
Yeah.
Everything's happening all at once, guys.
He's kind of setting the bar pretty high for himself, though, by hyping up his ending. Like, now we have higher expectations to how the raid will end.
What would you guys be willing to sacrifice to finish the end of the Nier raid?
Oh, nothing. It's an MMO.
Nothing.
I'm not sacrificing a thing.
I know, but you have to sacrifice something if you want to finish it.
My inventory.
A mount. I'll just permanently remove a mount.
One mount.
Yeah.
What about your chocobo?
The Mog Station fat chocobo, like pink thing. I want to. No, the fucking Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but you can only get one half.
Yeah, I'll get rid of both. I'll get rid of two. I'll get rid of those.
No, I said one thing.
Fuck.
Or one thing.
Imagine if you had to reset one of your classes to level 1.
No.
Imagine if it was random.
I'd be kind of okay with that.
No. You'd be kind of okay with that, resetting your fucking progress.
The first job you got to 80 gets reset to level 1.
That would upset me more if it was the first job I got to 80.
I'm like
if
level
it was a class
1
that I actually
conjurer.
liked.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it ends. Yeah. But that's still very far away because we still haven't gotten to the second part yet.
We're not getting to that for about 4 months.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a while away still.
So I guess it's time for the main story.
No, MogMail.
Oh, sorry. No,
MogMail.
Fuck. You're right.
Wow.
Jesus wept. We need to do MogMail. I forgot that we've moved it ahead. Was I ready for it? Yes, I was. Here we go. MogMail time.
It's too early.
I'm so sorry. This one's from come here, my boy, Lich. Hi, my boys. I don't know if this question was already asked, but what are your personal guesses on the future expansions poster jobs, like Warrior for A Realm Reborn, Dark Knight for Shadowbringers, etc., and why these would be your guesses? For me, if we'd actually go to Garlemald next expansion and finish the Hydaelyn versus Zodiark arc, I feel like Summoner would be the perfect choice, assuming Xenos would acquire Zodiark's power, and we would end up summoning Hydaelyn's power to counter him. My other hypothetical example would be that if we go to the New World, we'd have a Machinist and Blue Mage for the full-on Wild West vibes.
I agree with the New World one. They make the most sense because Blue already is New World class anyway, and Machinist fine, whatever. But for Garlemald, I'd probably assume Gunbreaker.
But it's not their gun.
It's not there though. Yeah, because
but it still originates in Ilsabard.
That's true.
But maybe you get some like new Garlean-esque skills. You get the little cross slash they do finally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't asked. I don't actually know this. Can you get the kind of weapon that the Garleans use yet?
There
looks like that.
Some that was similar, I think, but not properly.
Okay,
no.
Right. Okay.
There's no really thin gunblades, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think the only opportunity for that would have been in the level 59 dungeon in Great Google, because all of the gear in there is based on like historical artifacts, and like the Machinist one is explicitly mentioned as like as a Garlean brand like revolver.
That's true.
Okay.
So, but unfortunately, Gunbreaker starts at level 60.
Yeah.
So you don't get to say that.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what I forgot about that. We do have a poster job. I don't think we've ever actually discussed that. What we think the poster job would be.
I mean, it's very far away.
Gunbreaker
like,
makes most sense now, maybe, but like because it's from Ilsabard, because they're part of like a resistance, kind of, aren't they? Like I haven't finished the Gunbreaker quest line yet.
They've only done a new job once with Samurai. They've always gone back in general.
Mm-hmm.
And for most of them, they've had, even for Shadowbringers, they had Monk as well. So
they've all been disciples of war. They have not done a single
They've never
disciple
done
of
magic. With
Maybe
that
this
in mind,
time
I
will be
assume
the
them to
one.
continue the trend.
I assumed that as well, but I do really like the idea of Summoner.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
that would be cool.
Yeah.
Paladin would be really nice. I would like.
I think giving a Paladin poster job that'd be kind of fun once. Like just the sword and board, give him some attention.
It's so boring.
Oh, Paladin!
But make it look cool.
But they have such cool armor, Georgi.
Yeah, Paladin
They do.
is the best.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah.
I don't think Bard will ever happen, sorry, chat, because we already had Archer in 1.0.
Yeah. Oh God, Archer was the poster boy for poster job for 1.0. Right. Yes. I guess that kind of answers it. We don't know, but we would like Summoner? Is that what we're saying? Or everything?
I
Actually,
would like
everything.
Summoner.
Paladin,
Everything. We all have
Gunbreaker.
different ideas.
Okay. Next. From AJ. Ragnarok.
Oh, AJ.
Oh, no, say his last name.
Brains Wordson.
Good job.
Hi dudes, inspired by the Heidelin Kick t-shirt now being available to pre-order, what is everyone's favorite piece of Final Fantasy 14 merch that they own? And is there any 14 merch that you wish you had but couldn't? For example, because it's JP only, etc.
Oh, good question.
Hmm.
I don't own that much.
I don't
merch.
really have
No, I don't either.
that much.
I've got the lore books.
And the lore book.
Yes. I've got the calendar.
Chocobo and Moogle, but they were for the 30th anniversary.
I've got the calendar as well.
The
I
14
really like the
router.
calendar.
The 14 router with the sticker. That's my favorite. That's my
Don't.
favorite.
That's like cursed merchandise.
Yeah, I don't know if that happened on the Polish show. People might not know, but I got there was a router that was released when 1.0 came out. It was like a promotional thing. It was a collaboration between some fucking router brand and Square Enix, and it was supposed to be like a 1.0 like Final Fantasy 14 branded router. Finally get it, open it, and it's just a blank router, and the sticker is like a separate thing in the box, and you have to put the sticker on yourself. I feel like that's just it's such a perfect like 1.0 item. It's like they couldn't even put the fucking sticker on. It was so rushed. It's amazing to me. Yeah, I'm going to say that because it's such a curious and weird item to have.
What were you going to say, Rollo?
Go on, Rollo.
I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna get it someday. And it is still the weirdest thing to me to ever exist. But the Fat Chocobo Biggie Smalls album cover
That
shirt.
one was cool. I liked it.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is so
I
cool.
forgot about that.
But like,
Yeah.
it is the weirdest. Like, who?
Yeah.
I want to know who thought that. I mean, I want to thank
It's
them for it.
really clever. I liked that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's-
I would never expect that
It's
to
very
ever cross over.
strange.
Yeah.
There's, I guess for those of you that don't know, there is a shirt that has a fat chocobo with a little crown and a red background,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to imitate the Notorious B.I.G. album, where
Yeah.
he looks just like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is
But
probably a
it's-
Koji idea. It could have been a Soken idea as well. I think either of them could have came up with that.
Mm.
I think,
If for the one I don't have, for the one I would want though, that like I can't have, I can have it. It's exclusive to Japan. Definitely the coins that we talk about all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
yes.
coins. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were available, but for a very short time. I feel like they were.
I don't remember that they were.
They were even available in
not
the
just
EU
for-
store
Why didn't I buy them then?
because they didn't really announce them. They were just there, and then
And then they sold out quickly.
I guess they sold out. Yeah, and then didn't restock.
I really want
But
them
we-
to make another calendar.
Oh yeah,
I sort of agree with you. Why can't we have an annual calendar? Because the game's big enough now.
yeah.
The last and only one they made was 2017, and I think you can still buy copies of it.
Believe you still can.
Yeah.
I could never get a calendar for like something. I don't know. They feel so temporary.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a waste of money. I
I
can't.
keep
No.
them just for
I
the
use-
pictures anyway.
Yeah.
You can you can cut them up and turn them into posters afterwards.
Yeah.
Even if you don't need the date part afterwards.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's nice to watch the time ticking away, Rollo.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the Black Mage T-shirt with the shiny
Oh,
ley
yeah, you
lines.
keep-
Even though
yeah.
I don't necessarily like the FF1 Black Mage that's in the middle of it, I like the shininess to it. But
Mm.
now that you've said the coins, I also would like the coins.
It's funny, we discussed the coins just recently and they don't make sense. And after that, I kind of got a
yeah,
little...
I'm glad we talked about that.
Yeah,
Really?
because the coins don't make any sense, Rollo. Have you seen? Because if you thought about it, we use...
I know. We talked about it. It was
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you were there. The coins have the city-state leaders on it. It's got fucking Raubon
One's
on the
got
Uldar
Raubon
one, on the Uldar one, and
They're commemorative.
and then they have all the leaders that we currently have, but they
put
wouldn't be there.
Raubon on it.
They wouldn't be on the coins when they used these because they went
There's
over to
a Raubon fan.
They started using the Gil a long time ago, which means they would never mint these with their faces on.
These would exclusively have to be like commemorative coins in universe as well.
Just someone in the Goldsmith Guild was like, you know, what if I did this real quick? And they sold it for a couple gil or whatever.
The Raubon one makes the least sense to me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, why isn't the Sultana on that one?
Yes.
I bet you can get Mahjong tiles.
People like Raubon
Yeah, you can.
more.
Yeah.
They're almost
I wish
£120.
they also gave us they could have added company credits because I think originally in one of the earliest artworks for I guess I might have been 1.0 the company credits were coins or they were so
oh my god, my backpack must be so heavy.
Yeah,
they
went over to Bill's.
When are they going to make commemorative sacks of nuts?
Oh god.
Also, this is also a very
Georgi!
my most curious. What, Georgi?
There's a Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers official calendar 2020
You can't sit
on
there
the
and
JP
browse.
store.
You can't browse the fucking
There is.
store.
It is to know,
This is
though.
a podcast episode,
There's a
Mela.
calendar for the...
For this year. Yeah.
Okay, we need to move on from this.
Now I need to...
Okay, you don't start. You're not shopping live. You're not shopping live.
Quick, everyone's gonna buy it.
This is from Pamela Sirecloud, Sargatanas. Got two fun lore subjects to think a little about. The first is about the 12/Warrior of Light potential lore. If your character is male, he was Elfic, and if female, there were Nemea. The birth date would relate to those to who these two may have had an unknown relationship with the other 12, or some other tidbit if born under their own month. The next has to do with the opening cinematic of Shadowbringers. I have not seen threads on this on the net, but what if all the war and beating Xenos and the empty plains was a visual representation of what our player went through to cause and during the 8th Umbral Calamity? With the Sin Eater being a visual representation of the Black Rose, since they both act the same way. Also, the Crystal Exarch saying the lines, "Let it be undone," quickly followed by a Warrior of Light beating the Sin Eater as a metaphor of changing history. Just something to think about.
Did you say on the net?
I said on the net. On the net.
Someone go back and clip that.
I mean, I don't quite get the first paragraph. Althik Namek, but we are Oshon, so...
Oh, shut up. Someone redeem me, Mela, please.
You can talk about that bit, because, you know...
Oh, I just wanted Mela to be proven wrong.
I want me to be proven right. I deserve redemption for once.
No. Of course you want to be proven. There is no world in which you would say that I want to be proven wrong.
What? Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Why? But why Althik and Namel? Why do we need to be in a relationship? Who are we in a relationship with?
I don't know.
I think they just
Remember
want
that one?
relationship to the others, 12.
Remember that 1.0 artwork that inspired Omega F&M?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm so I can't discuss these theories anymore because we don't have anything else. There's nothing else to go off of.
I think we really need, at least once the live letter happens, we might be able to speculate more on this. But I feel as if we've really ran the well dry on this discussion as much as we can.
This could be completely wrong and have no bearing on the story.
But we're so right. You guys don't
we're very
understand
deep
how
in
right.
this theory.
Yeah. Not entirely our fault because it's Mela mostly pushing the Oshon thing, and then
He's the Oshon one.
And then I'm just trying to.
You're still a 12 boy.
Yeah, I'm still a 12 boy. Well, I'm not as far into it as you are on your Oshon theory. Like I said, there's too many holes to fill.
And they will be plugged up in 5.3.
You know what?
Not 2.
You know what? Next is from...
No. We didn't address the second part of the question.
Well, address it then.
I like us. I don't.
Go on. Go on.
Thought someone else had
What do you have to say? Address it, Georgie.
Hold on. What
Yeah,
was the
now that
second
you
part of the
brought-
question?
Maybe I was leading into a new MogMail because maybe we couldn't. We don't have time, Georgie. Maybe I was trying to lead this show.
Well, I think
Go
it
on.
should be addressed.
Go on. Address it.
Pausing during the there was a visual representation. I need to reread it.
Yeah, but I would say the open cinematic is definitely more representational than it is,
Yeah.
or thematic than it is like actual stuff happening. 'Cause, you know, why would the Crystal Tower just open up behind this one centimeter?
And it's just the second boss. It's not even like the final boss of the first dungeon. It's the second boss of the first dungeon.
I thought that was a given that this part. Yeah, that part of the opening
It's just what
cutscene
it is.
isn't.
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah.
I think it's just just happened. It's
And
just
then-
events.
And then the first part with Xenos, that's just supposedly the depiction of the instance fight we do in 3.5, whatever,
Gimlet
4.5. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm kind of hyping myself up for Xenos again.
Stop doing
You
that.
really?
That's
Yeah,
not a
Xenos
good
Reader.
Why? Why should I stop doing that? The game wants me to. I should try and be excited for it.
Okay. I don't think we have. Okay, I think we have to just go into the main story.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
the other
it's
ones
fine.
are too long now. Let's just go. Let's go.
Okay, bye.
Bye. The 5.2 website has launched. The 5.2 website has launched.
Very bare.
Barely.
We will.
But yeah.
Yeah, barely. Still no date. Just coming mid-February 2020. We don't know when the next live letter is. It's kind of strange how we know so little, and then the patch website is so cryptic. This might just be because of the holiday still. They might still be like booting back up from that.
Right.
But it is a little weird.
I mean, they dropped the background is so important.
The background is
It is.
very
The
important.
The text is just like whatever.
I think.
You want to read the text?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Can we just show it?
We're gonna show what's on the
show it, okay.
website. But okay, let's see here. Here we go. Nope, that was not ready, so that's good. Hold on, everyone. Our audio listeners love it when we do this. This is the best part.
Well, this is when you do editing.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't, and that's
If
when they
you're
hate
an
me.
audio listener, tell us where you're listening this to this.
Yeah,
from.
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
on Stitcher?
Where are you?
Are you
Maybe
on
in your
Stitcher?
car?
I don't think we are on Stitcher.
Stitcher just pulls from iTunes, I think.
Do they? I feel like you have to apply. I don't remember
I
now.
Mine got on there somehow, and I didn't
Okay,
apply
if you listen
either.
to us... Oh, actually, I did apply to Stitcher once. I keep getting emails like, did you forget about us? And I'm like,
Yes.
yes. Okay, let's see. There we...
Close
There we are.
There
The
we
Ethereal
are.
Sea. Oh.
Okay.
We'll address this artwork later.
A lot going on here, even
Yes.
though it looks really simple.
Uh-huh. It's called, of course, we'll talk about that. New to patch 5.2, main scenario quests, Eden's Verse raids. So, thanks for
The
that.
second tier of the Eden raids.
Yeah. Chronicles of a New Era, The Sorrow of Werlet.
I don't know what this means.
He
I don't
is
know what-
not a character. Except within this patch, there's nothing about him other than this patch.
Mm-hmm.
And Chronicles of a New Era quest lines, I think, are always raids or trial series,
Yeah.
So this is in the
That
trial
is true.
series.
This must be the new series of trials then.
Yeah.
which was
With
related to the Ruby weapon.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's one trial that's free weapon with an extreme and one that's not. So there's a chance this one will just be the non-extreme one.
Mm.
Or maybe they are doing like all the weapons.
Yeah, but they mentioned two trials. So
yeah,
I'm curious as to if the Cinder Drift is below the dungeon.
Yeah.
If Cinder Drift is part of the Sorrow of Verlet, or if the trial is separate from this.
Mm-hmm.
I would think it's separate. That'd be my
when
guess.
when they announced this Chronicles of a New Era thing on the speakers on the Final Fantasy XIV Twitter, they posted the picture with Gaius and some other people in like the Allegan PvP gear. So it's definitely involving Gaius.
Yes.
So it is a Garlean story happening on the source. So it could
It's
be
very interesting.
Yeah.
That's
it sounds kind of like a Rogadin name.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
A very sad Rogadin.
The new dungeon, and I hate this word, anamnesis, anamnesis, another. We don't have to comment on that. Trial Cinder Drift, that is Ruby weapon. Probably.
Because of Cinder.
It's Cinder. It has. No wait.
It's in a big desert in 7.
Yeah. It has to be. Surely.
I don't know why that would be listed separately from the Chronicles of a New Era if that's the.
It's the
weapon
only
story.
one they've revealed, though. They've just not revealed the name of the actual trial.
I feel like, remember, we're getting an MSQ. Oh, yeah, MSQ trial. Well,
No,
but this might be the storyline leading to the trial.
I don't like that they're separated by a dot point then.
Apparently,
if they're that connected, it's like that.
Well, the story isn't the same as the trial.
Maybe they just want to keep it a secret.
And also, they might not be linked at all. This might be a completely separate story.
That's what I'm thinking about. That's why
This might lead into the. Yeah, I don't know.
In all other languages, the listed trial is the Ruby weapon. Okay, then. Well, then Cinder Drift is Ruby weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Beast Tribe quests, the Kitari.
Where were they? Where did they come from?
They were hiding in Don Meg in the lake in the little house.
Why were they hiding in Don Meg? Why did they move to the Raktika Greatwood?
I don't know.
I have so many questions. And
Maybe they're hiding with the Malviera.
Oh yeah.
We know that they're gathering Beast Tribe as
maybe
well.
Maybe they are the male Vieira.
Maybe we get to see a male Vieira.
Oh my god.
We won't.
Oh, that'd be cool if they're the male Vieira. That'd be
so funny. I'd be
Mm.
so happy. That'd be the best.
The Resistance weapon quests. That's
so weird to just hear it called that.
Yeah.
Like they have
We have a name. They didn't give us a name before.
No.
I was thinking about that, and I was thinking the resistance in question would probably be because Garlemald's turning into a bit of a civil war zone.
Yeah.
They would be the ones against the government.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's in Boja Citadel.
Yeah.
And that's probably also our link into Garlemald for when we go over in the expansion.
I don't
you
know.
sure about that?
Because Boja's just a crater.
Yeah.
Why would any resistance from the Garlean Civil War thing even be there? I think it's just a bunch of Prothgar chilling. And they're like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a theory about the second trial.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're going to have they're going to reintroduce trials necessary for relic quests?
God, I hope not.
Oh boy.
Why do you hope not, Rollo?
I hate all the requirements they do for these stupid fucking relics. Stop.
What do you? That's the kind of thing we want for relics, to have unique requirements.
Yeah.
I don't want those kind of requirements.
What do you want?
I want something good.
Rollo just doesn't like relics, and he will just hate on everything related to it. It's the same thing as he's got with when Rollo hates something, he will not budge. He will hate it forever.
I'll budge sometimes. Listen, no relic has ever been good. Don't at me.
That's okay. Controversial.
Everyone at him.
Good.
Everyone at him with all your angry comments. I'm gonna make a comment on the YouTube video where you can just comment with your with your angry comments towards Rollo. Go look for that in the pinned comments if you're watching on YouTube.
Add a section on the website that automatically links to a Twitter account that @Rollo.
Oh,
no!
Yeah. There we go. I'll make a bot that every day just forwards all the angry emails that we get.
To me?
To you.
Yes.
To you.
Even the ones that aren't about you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just all the angry emails just go to you. Okay.
I want to get that one angry person.
Don't ever mention again. Ishgardian restoration updates. So that's diadem,
Yes,
I guess.
Yay.
And
Yeah,
stuff.
I really want to be able to start getting what are they called? Builders scripts.
Fun bucks.
Oh, yeah.
Sky Builder scripts?
Fun bucks.
I don't know.
Sky Builders scripts. That's it.
Yeah.
With the Gatherer.
Yeah.
Would like them to be obtainable in larger numbers.
What do you? Well, if they don't add any new rewards, that
They'll
I don't
probably
think they
add.
need to.
They'll probably add new rewards, and then
But I don't think they'll add many.
no.
I don't think it will be so overwhelming.
You're not
going to
get that gorilla that easily, Mela.
No.
It would be quicker
I've
to
not
get
geared
if
up
they
my
said-
80 yet, so I have to still do the level 70 recipe, which is only like 16 scripts a turn.
Well, then maybe get a level 80 geared up then, and then you
Yeah.
can
I
start
need
making
to-
the big scripts.
I mean, it's nice because
You
you can
don't have
still
to-
you'll still get scripts while leveling a class up to 80. So there's that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to be that leveled. You don't even have to be that geared up to be able to make the top tier recipe.
No.
You could
No, that's
you can always just go with the script gear, the level 80 stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to go for at
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
And then I'll make the dwarven cotton stuff.
Crafting and gathering overhaul again.
What does
Again?
this
And they're
mean?
continuing it.
I just
think.
want to press one button and finish it. I don't care anymore. I don't.
That's what
I don't
macros
want.
are for, Rolo.
No, I want it to do
Do
it
you know
for
what?
me.
It is doing it
Sometimes
for
I agree
you.
with Rollo. Sometimes I agree.
I don't want to think anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
like
too
sometimes
tired.
I'm just like,
Oh
my
I just
God,
can't be
Rollo.
bothered with this crafting anymore.
They put so much effort into giving us a good crafting system rather than just have the materials and press one button. And
don't
everyone
care anymore.
complains.
I'm tired of. I am past the point of appreciation. I am
Well,
now
you don't
lazy.
deserve it then.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Crafters like Lakil and I.
I love the crafting
I'm-
system now. It's pretty good.
I'm
Yeah.
half joking, guys. Just so you know. Don't send me an angry email.
Oh yeah, don't worry, Rollo. I'll set that
Rollo.
bot up. That
No.
bot up, we'll send it to you. Ocean fishing.
Yes, this I
Hey.
want though.
Finally. Boat.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I really. This is not. This is just the start of the like timed like fishing experiences. I want to be able to go fishing in like on an airship or
Whoa.
or
Over
in
the sea of clouds.
I can't think of a location where there's lava where you could do lava fish because hell fishing because that exists. still,
Hell
remember?
slid.
Oh yeah, Hell
Pause.
Slid. We'll go on a
Can you
wooden
go-
boat.
I haven't checked it. I haven't looked into this. Can you go fishing in hell? Can you fish in the lava in Hell's Lid? Because I don't think hell fishing exists outside of some owl.
That's true.
Maybe there's stuff
Yeah.
outside it. Probably not inside the dungeon. I don't know though. Someone will try it and let us know.
I really just want to like hang out with some friends and just fish.
Yes.
I think that would bring me the greatest joy known to man. Just sitting, fishing, and shooting the shit.
Mhm.
It won't be the case, but I would love it if, like, once you get on the ship, you can't leave until until
You're kidding. You're
the,
kidnapped.
the ship is over.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry,
there's an anti-teleportation field around.
you can't queue up for anything.
Uh-huh.
You just have to wait.
Yeah.
6 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours.
6 hours.
Wow.
A
6
6 hour
hours is
fishing-
6 days in game.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
6 hour fishing window, Rollo. I want some sort of AFK fishing system.
No, you will be there and you will press the button when you see
I don't want to be
What is
present.
this weird? I want full presence during fishing, but I don't want to think when I'm crafting.
Yeah, just
Because-
want one-click crafting, but 6 hour fishing.
All right, I'm going to say something not controversial. Crafting in video games fucking sucks, but fishing in video game is fucking epic.
That's not controversial. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's not
Exactly.
controversial.
Fishing in Animal Crossing, I have never felt a greater joy in my life.
That's
Fishing
sad.
in Legend of
That's sad.
Zelda.
If you've never felt
That's
a greater
very
joy
sad,
in
yes.
life than that,
When I fish in the
think about what you just said, Rollo.
Animal
No,
Crossing-
no, we're not
I am
leaving
standing.
that. We're not
I'm
leaving
standing
that.
by it.
Animal Fishing Crossing is wait until something goes under and click one button and you get the fish.
I know, and it's good. You know what? The only good part of Final Fantasy 15 was the fishing.
That's not true.
I highly disagree with that.
Everything else I don't
These
care
are some
about.
awful hot takes, Rollo, but we need to move on.
I want
No.
to say something.
No.
One of the important things about fishing is being able to see what you're fishing. If there's no visual representation of what you've caught It's very disappointing.
Yeah.
That
I
is true.
understand.
Yeah,
that.
that's
I can
true.
agree.
Yeah.
14 needs to work on that.
Well, they do have a way of telling if it's a big or small fish, don't they? There's like
Yeah, they can give you
Those.
the size, and they give you a picture of the fish. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, the only 3&E models normally exist for those related to quest lines.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Okay.
All the ones in aquariums.
New Game Plus updates. Everyone's been waiting for that.
Hey,
What
They
does
can
it
go-
mean in this context?
Is that
What
are they
a Realm Reborn?
going to add Realm Reborn?
Yeah.
Oh, they did say they wanted a Realm Reborn by around 5.3, so it could be that.
I don't really want to do New Game Plus content until that's added, because it seems weird to do Heavens, but then go back to do a Realm Reborn.
Yeah. It could also be just adding more quest lines and also 5.1. Is 5.1 in there already?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't
Maybe also like the job quest lines and stuff.
That's
that
true.
are in.
Yeah, job quests another. Maybe you could redo Hildebrand if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, that sort of stuff.
Okay, we've been beating around the bush long enough. Let's talk
Let's
about
do
this
this.
fucking artwork.
My God, what a just. It's one of those things where the more you look at it, the more you see.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you think this is the final artwork?
I like it.
It
I
might
like
not
this
be
one.
the final artwork.
That's not my question. My question is, do you think it's the final artwork?
No, because what they didn't they do in because we have had a two-parter before in Stormblood, and
yeah.
they
for
showed
Requiem
us
for Heroes.
Yeah, they showed us one half, and then they put the other half, and then they
That's
merged them,
true.
didn't they? Like in the
But this doesn't look like traditional patch artwork.
No,
No.
it looks far too minimalist.
Yeah.
There might be some big spoiler or whatever part of this artwork that we're not seeing now, maybe. But let's just describe what it is for our audio listeners. It's
Go
a
for it.
crystal, just a standard crystal.
Classic.
It looks like Orosite.
Looks like Orsite, or any of the other crystals that we've collected, or
That's
the
true.
Warriors of Darkness collected.
Unaspected.
Unaspected. Well,
Everything.
it's got some
It's blue.
blue in the bottom.
At the bottom.
Yeah. We've got the warrior. Oh, sorry, got Ardbert on the left. We got the What?
Pre Calamity of Light Ardbear.
Yeah, and the warrior of darkness on the right, or warrior of light, depending on whatever we call him now.
The
Us,
protagonist.
The protagonist, and in the middle is a white robed Ascian with a mask. And at the top, we have probably the biggest shocker, Dalamud, which I did not expect to see in any artwork ever again.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so let's just
Cracked Dalamud as well.
it's lost its the nail or the thing in the middle, the key.
Yeah.
But the guy in the middle, I think we can just say it's
We can probably
Elidibus.
assume it's Elidibus.
It's not
It's
assume,
Elidibus.
it is Elidibus because it's his
Yeah.
mask.
Well,
Yeah, we've seen Elidibus use this mask of Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Zodiac Sigil.
Yeah.
He's like a little bug.
Okay.
You see a little wasp at the
I
top?
see what you mean.
Got
Yeah.
wings and two
Oh
eyes.
yeah, I see it. Yeah.
He's a little bug. He's gonna bite you.
I keep thinking it's like the warrior is related to warrior because it's got that like axe.
Yeah, the big axe,
icon.
Oh yeah.
All right. So okay, yeah. So when this came out, everyone was like, "Wow, Dalamud! Wow, it's happening again! Echoes of a fallen star. What does it mean?" I think Dalamud here refers to the Bozja Citadel storyline.
Yeah, I also agree.
Because that's where the Meteor Project took place, and it fucking blew everything up. Because the lunar transmitter backfired and just fucking created a crater.
Do you think so? Because normally patch artwork does not combine storylines.
Well,
But they've
I
got
think they
golden
have done.
opportunity
Yeah,
here.
they can use Dalamud. They will use Dalamud. I think that's just what they're doing.
Look
here.
at the reaction they've got, and this
Yeah.
this is just an echo cutscene in that side quest storyline thing, the relic thing.
Yeah.
They've won.
I think Dalamud will be relevant to the main scenario.
Well, I think so too because I think the Bozja Citadel will be relevant to the main storyline as well.
I think they'll just tell you in MSQ, honestly. They'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
check out this resistance thing real quick right before I do this
think
quest.
so too. Because I think that's going to be our key into Garlemald with the next expansion.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
going to be how we get in.
I don't know if I...
Because I've been thinking about how... Because we've always been wondering about how are we going to get to the Garlemald part. Well...
I think that's more...
Bosja Citadel.
I think it's more going to happen with the Ruby Weapon stuff. Or the Trial. The Trial series, sorry.
What?
I feel like the trial might be on the first.
The Trial series?
The Trial?
What?
What are you saying?
You think the weapon series is on the first?
No. That isn't... No, I believe you said it's going to happen on the source.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Why would they? Yeah. Why would they have set it up with that Ultima weapon prototype thing?
Yeah. It's definitely...
That you fight as a Stinian
Oh,
and
of
then
course.
have the...
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would make sense for it to lead into Garlemald.
Yeah, of course. What I'm saying is everything is now going to start leading to Garlemald because they're done with the first storyline. It's no, they're not.
No, they're not really.
But they're closing the first storyline and they're opening the Garlean storyline. Is what's happening here. And I feel like we're not. What else would you make of that Dalamud thing?
Maybe we'll have some echo flashbacks to I don't know the Dalamud when it's like following. Like what happened to the people that didn't get like warped away by Louis Soir?
Well,
They got
They
fucked.
survived or died.
But Dalamud was
the people that got warped away is a 1.0 player.
It would be interesting though if we could.
But it's not us.
If it's
Lakil.
If it's going to relate to the star that fell because of Dalamud, because it was a calamity, which means the world got destroyed.
That's true. I'd be really interested about that world.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I'd probably be most interested in because of what the hell would it have been like there?
Yeah,
it was an umbrally aspected calamity for them.
Yeah.
I'll say this, and maybe this art specifically makes me realize it, but having Ardbear and the Warrior of Light on the same thing is very... This would be so jarring to anyone who didn't like clue into like, oh yeah, the Warrior of Light is us, like it's supposed to be us. Like I could see a new player being like, are these like twins? Is that like is that Dark Ardbear? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they're part of the same person.
I've seen some nice artwork of Ardbear and the Warrior of Darkness.
Same.
Have low spectral swoop. If you kissed Ardbear, is it self-satisfying?
This is a podcast episode. This is a podcast episode. So
I'm confused as to why it's pre Calamity of Light Ardbear.
Well, remember that Elidibus is using a Warrior of Light to attack us, and that looks like
but is that even
Ardbear.
Yeah, that's true. So is the question? Then the question is this Ardbear?
Didn't they say that they never found his body? For Ardbear?
Did they not?
Did they find any of the Warriors of Darkness bodies?
No. I don't know if they did.
They all just became...
Which means he could have very easily just jacked that body, and now he's using it.
That's true. Mm-hmm. The rest, they didn't find the bodies. They became the Cardinal Sins, didn't they?
Yeah.
But the way he's talking to himself, and he's talking he's talking as if he's not Elidibus at the end of 5. Like, why would Elidibus be playing this character to himself?
That's true.
That's true. Some weird shit with that. I don't know. I don't know. Why else would he be
I really don't want it to be Elidibus inside Ardbear's body. I think that's really annoying. And also,
there's a lot of body hopping in this game.
There's so much body hopping.
Yeah,
it would remind me of the Xenos stuff, and then I don't need that again.
Mm-hmm.
Every time a body gets possessed, it ruins a character.
Yeah.
Remember when we thought Yustola was possessed by Matoya?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank God that.
I was going to ask where are you going with this because I genuinely could have
we all said that would ruin her character, and it would have.
Yeah.
It would have.
Yeah, they did dig up the bodies, but did they find Ardbert's body? I feel like they said that they didn't find him.
When did they dig up
When
did they dig up the bodies?
Didn't Vorthri... Yeah, bodies were dug up on Vorthri's orders. That rings a bell.
Oh yeah, so you could turn them into Synod?
But they couldn't find Ardbert. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, I remembered correctly. They never found Ardbert's body, which is why I think Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can believe that, but then I want to know why he's up and about and he doesn't act like he's an Asian.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe he's just role-playing.
He's just role-playing to himself. I don't think Elidibus is that kind of a character that would want to role-play.
I feel like he's already done it by now. Like, after eons of being an Asian, I'm sure, like, you get bored of it. Like, I'll just fuck it. Like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm hoping is that we are going to get to see, well, either the world that died because or got destroyed because of our calamity, the seventh umbral, or that we get to see what happened at the Bosnia Citadel. That we're going to get to see the meteor project and the lunar transmitter.
It's going to be heavy cutscenes of what
because
happened.
Because we would get a lot of Nail lore maybe, and meet us, Sid's dad. Remember, this is how Nail got tempered.
Yeah.
Because when the lunar transmitters like backfired, it just Bahamut was like, "I'll take this. I'll take over here."
What if
that would be
you have a roleplay section where you play as Nail?
What if you have a roleplay section where you play as Bahamut?
Will Nail really be the first villain we roleplay as?
That would be weird.
I mean,
that would be odd, but cool.
Why not?
Yeah.
It'd be like a cool echo flashback to be like, oh, what happened? Or I guess you know what happened because you already did the T9.
I think they wouldn't make us play as Nail. I think we'd more likely play as someone that is slightly more sympathetic. Yeah, Midas.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Maybe even... Well, I don't know. I don't imagine Sid actually visited or had much to do with it.
No.
I'm sure he went there at some point.
He may have. So maybe
oh my god, imagine
him
all
going
the
there.
lore we could get. Like, fucking Midas was like a minister, wasn't he?
He was the minister for science.
Oh,
for magic.
All the lore we could get from like Garlean government.
Yeah.
Oh, this sounds like fun.
That sounds great.
Government lore.
You know what this is, though?
I would
this
be
is going to
excited.
tie in. This is going to tie in to the Final Fantasy XIV live-action TV show.
Oh,
because we know who stars in that.
Oh my
Sid.
god!
You know what? Could you imagine a patch dedicated to that?
Oh,
like a full-on patch.
Just setting up the
TV
TV show.
Yeah, and then at the end, it's like, look forward to Final Fantasy XIV on Netflix.
Yeah,
winter 2020. Like that's a text crawl
They
or
could
something.
do it like that MMO that also had a TV show where when stuff happened in the TV show, it would happen in the MMO world.
Is that like Daybreak?
This
No,
sounds
something
like
like that.
this sounds like a nightmare.
These are
It didn't
awful
work.
I'd
things.
love it. I would love it if it had, like, you know, at the end of Job Quest it says this is the end of the Realm Reborn.
Oh yeah.
Please go and watch the TV
Yeah, so this is the end of the in-game aspect of this storyline. Please, if you would like to continue it, watch the TV series coming out on December 23rd on Netflix.
Please subscribe to Netflix.
Yeah, please. Oh boy.
If you'd like to see the storyline continued.
Oh, that'd be awful.
And then it's never referenced ever again. It's important. Just one patch, and then it's like, here's a setup, all this stuff. Okay, cool. Bye.
And you need to no, they do eventually include it back in the show in the game, but you need to connect your Netflix account, and it has to have evidence that you have watched the show.
Yeah. And then you get an exclusive Netflix minion.
Okay. That's cool.
These are all terrible ideas.
But that's not.
Yeah, they are.
back to the patch art. Do you think even the fucking text has that like reddish glow at the bottom? They're really playing into the Dalamud thing. Yeah. It's weird though because we know nothing about the world that got fucked up because of our calamity. They kind of show. Remember when he shows all the calamities happening?
The different colors and stuff.
Yeah, and then when he gets to the 7th, it just turns like blackish purple, almost like an Asian color. Yeah. Imagine that world. It's an umbral aspected calamity.
What does that even mean?
Does that just mean
chaos?
complete chaos? Is that like?
That's the one they fucked up, right? They're like, oh, well.
No. It's not the Void. Void is separate.
Yeah, Void is separate.
But I suspect it's similar to what happened on the Void.
Yeah.
To
Except
be fair, though, we don't know anything about any of the worlds.
that's true. That's true. But it is strange that we know about the first, but not about the world that.
Could this be related to the Void?
Well,
That's
I
fallen star.
would love that.
And
like
then
that too.
there is evidence that we might be trying to do something about it in some of the
Well, it's
storylines that have been
referenced
happening
a
around.
lot
Yeah.
in all of the
Yeah.
storylines almost.
I think that was our original thinking when we heard about the name of the patch,
Yeah, it was.
and then we talked about Eden. But having looked at the art, there's no evidence of Void.
Well, I feel like the Dolomud might just be a red herring. It might just be the Bozja Citadel thing. But
Have you got any other theories on the blue other than it's the color of our ether?
Corrupted ether, maybe.
well,
'Cause that's,
corrupted ether, would that be blue?
That's
that
more
would
yellowy.
Be more yellow.
It goes from
orangey, wouldn't it?
yeah, but it goes from like blue to kind of orange.
Oh,
just
that's
as it gets
true.
That's
corrupted.
true. In
That's
like the
true.
salt
Oh.
flat things.
So and you see how at the top it's very orange, well, because of Dalamuz presumably,
Yeah.
and then the bottom.
Oh, yeah, just bringing up a good point. Eden Raid is connected to the Void.
That's
Ah,
true. That's true. Yeah.
But we were thinking that would. I mean, that's not going to be main scenario for this.
No.
But remember, they said they wanted to connect the Raid series more importantly to the story.
That's true.
You also have to
Similar
remember that they don't always. Sometimes the artwork lies to us because remember in one of the was it 4.5 or 4.4 we saw.
Oh yeah, we saw Maxima.
Emperor. We saw we saw the Emperor as an old man. We never saw
true.
him.
No.
So this might just be they can put red herrings in to throw us off, but they've clearly look at us. We're trying to figure out what this means because the Dolomud thing. If Dolomud
This is
hadn't
what
been there,
they
this would have been.
wanted.
Yeah.
we are fiendish over these scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, also the MSQ and the Eden thing is connected in a way.
Of course they're connected, but the patch isn't going to be named after the stuff that happens in the
Oh,
raid.
no, that's true. But also,
Do you think-
the Void is
The
mentioned
patch isn't going to be named after the stuff in the Raid.
What?
The last patch was.
What was the previous patch called?
It was vows of virtue and deeds of cruelty. Those were it's a reference to Automata.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What?
We're moving. We're moving to 5.1 now. Oh, yeah. So that's
True. Never mind then.
Are those the name of the weapons from Automata, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be wrong.
So there's nothing here. It doesn't have to be MSQ. This
No,
can be
that's-
anything
no.
in the patch. But
Well, assumedly one of the three main things from the
Yeah.
patch. Either the MSQ, actually the four main things in the patch. The MSQ, the Raid, the Trial storyline, or the Relic storyline, maybe. Depending on how important or significant the Relic storyline ends up being.
yeah.
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 I'm going with that. That's not Ardbear, and that is just the Warrior of Light one that's being used because we're on opposite sides facing away from each other, and then Elidibus is connecting us.
Why are we in a crystal?
That's
Yes.
what I was wondering. We're not
Maybe
gonna
we're not in the
captured,
crystal. Maybe it's a reflection. Listen, I'm trying
Yeah.
here, okay?
Yeah.
Why would we be trapped in a crystal?
That's true.
What
What does the crystal represent then? What is what I'm trying to ask? Like, why is it?
Yeah.
Why is it a crystal?
I mean, it's not Heidelin related.
No.
It could be.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
it
It's
is
too
a Heidelin
perfect.
thing.
What do you mean Oh, it's not Heidelin. This is just.
She doesn't look-
No.
yeah.
Maybe
It's clearly
this is
not.
mini Heidelin.
The only
Mini-
time
mini
crystals have been in this expansion that I know have been from the Cardinal Sins.
Yeah.
Yeah, the job quests.
Yeah.
Or Cardinal... What are they really called? They're not called Cardinal Sins.
Maybe this is
I can't remember.
Ardbear's crystal.
Yes, maybe it is
Oh,
Ardbear's
it could be.
crystal.
Yeah. Because
That
remember
could-
in the job quest, the crystals are like they contain. Every time we find their crystal, they materialize. It's like an echo.
Yeah, and give us like
of
a
that.
little
Yeah.
story.
So
Oh yeah.
it might be that, I guess.
That could be good.
So echoes of a fallen star might just be, we might get to see Ardbert's.
Oh, because he's a fallen star.
Yeah,
Ah.
he's a fallen star.
You know what? Someone in chat
Yes.
had pointed out that the crystal at the top is very, neat and orderly, and the bottom is like rough, like Hydaelyn's face.
You're right.
Yeah,
Ah.
it does feel very high. The shape of the crystal gives me Hydaelyn like vibes.
Yeah.
We'll finally talk to Hydaelyn.
We already have.
She's
I've
gonna.
spoken to Hydaelyn before.
I mean, again, it's been a while.
It has been a while.
That's
It's been a
true.
while.
She's left us on red.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
She left us on red.
She left us on red. Yeah.
What an insult.
Why do you think there's a reason for Elidibus to be channeling his Ascian mark?
Well, it is the mark of Zodiarch, at least if we're going by the 12 thing, which is what these are all based off in the Ascians.
That's true, but it comes out of his facet.
Yeah, but he is sort of the leader, isn't he? So
Yeah, but I mean, it comes.
Well,
It comes out of his side on the crystal. It leaks over into Ardbear's side.
It does.
Oh yeah, it does.
So maybe they're not reflections, or if they are, that bit's not part.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. I don't
maybe
think.
it's just-
Don't worry too much about whether it's a reflection. I think. I don't
No,
think
no,
that's.
no.
I don't think that's the point. But what why?
Why is he channeling it? Because normally they only do that when they're like doing something like powerful or something.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's bringing back not Zodiac. Sorry, he's bringing back a Bahamut.
A Bahamut. He's bringing back a Bahamut.
A
Just the
Bahamut.
one of them.
Yeah, just one of the Bahamuts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
the blue represents that boy, Grahatia.
yeah, it could.
That boy?
That boy, Graha.
Grahatia.
Oh.
He's got blue arms, hasn't he?
Now we're just pulling at
Graha.
everything, like
Yeah.
blue arms. That must be it.
He's
I
got
think-
blue arms and a red eye.
Smurf arm boy.
I think we've mined everything here.
Yeah, I don't think there's much
We're just
more.
looking for scraps.
On a non-story related note, do you think it's interesting that they've included the Warrior of Light / Darkness in the last 4 patch artworks?
Oh yeah.
It's
Makes it
weird.
personal.
It is, but does it make it personal?
Well,
because not everyone's.
But it makes it feel
He
more
has
like a
become the canonical, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is becoming a character, which is interesting.
Well, he's always
Do
been a
you think-
character, though.
Yeah, he's always been a character, but like they've been using him more. Do you think there's a
Yeah.
reason for that in terms of marketing? Maybe.
Still can't have his beard.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they are going to start like actually like marketing on a Warrior of Light / Darkness character rather than exclusively on Ishtola?
Oh.
That would be all right.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't think so.
it's nice having him.
Because remember, this is a very, very vague and non-specific thing that happened in the past. Remember when that Australian hairdresser did that collaboration where they offered 2 hairstyles, Y'shtola's and the Warrior of Darkness hairstyle? That
I
they
do
would give
remember that. Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
You didn't go, Georgi.
You. No, because it's not in my city.
Okay. There's a MogMail by Trista that I think I should read because it sort of ties into this theory with the. It might be relevant to what we're talking about.
Back to
Okay.
modern.
So just a quick back to MogMail. Do I even have that?
You had
Oh,
it
look at
earlier.
that. There it is. Right, it says, hello speakers, I have a theory or two about the White Robed figure's identity. A game theory, if you will.
Oh.
At this point, it's
I
pretty
love that
safe to
part.
say the body is our beloved worm boy, Asahi Sus Brutus. The question is who's operating him.
Boy.
It can't be Elidibus, since Xenos would have recognized his soul, and he didn't seem to. Out of the Ascians we've seen in the game, Pashtarot has been missing since the Realm Reborn, so I think it's a pretty high possibility that he's the one behind this body snatching. Another possibility that did cross my mind is that maybe one of the 12 decided to step into the fray and really mess up the Ascians' plans by really getting Xenos to kill him. I'd love to hear what you think. P.S. Nier when. Not in the foreseeable future. Okay.
That's a perfectly good point. Yeah.
Yeah, Pashtarot,
I forgot
if
he
you
existed.
don't remember, I think he was only seen once in the
Yeah, he
end
was
of A
just
Realm
like-
Reborn.
Oh, he was in that cutscene.
Yeah.
And there were all those Ascian.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have named him.
No.
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Well,
But
he's not, the thing is, he's not at all set up at this point.
No, but it begs the question: what the hell has he been doing for the past 3 expansions or whatever?
He's just been chilling, huh?
Yeah.
Was he killed on Val?
So bad.
Was he killed on Val?
I don't know. I never finished the
Oh god, I can't
Only the
remember.
Eureka
Eureka
storyline.
Let me do a quick search just so
Yeah.
I remember, because
That
the
was
Eureka
Amaryllis,
storyline.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was
He
Amaral.
says he
Yeah. No, he's definitely just been missing since that cutscene. He was even voiced. So
He just seems so unimportant at this point.
what? But that is a great. Like they have a big named Asian that we have just completely forgotten about.
Big name is a bit of a.
Well, he was.
bit
He was
high.
named and voiced in a cutscene, Mela.
He's one of the only 2 voiced and named Asians that I think is still around.
Yeah.
that
He
I
was
can think
also
of.
unhooded.
Yeah,
His hair.
yeah.
He's
So-
Well,
just
a
gonna
lot of
show
the
up and be
Asians have
like,
hair.
Yeah, but they're normally just wearing their hoods with the masks on. He didn't,
Hmm.
which is pretty interesting.
We don't know anything about him other than the fact that he showed up in that last cutscene of A Realm Reborn, where all the Asians are gathered.
I don't like things like
Oh
that.
yeah, that's right. Gaius has killed 2 Asians as well.
That is true.
oh.
Oh, hopefully it's him then. 'cause
Yeah.
it's so bad just being like,
I
I'm Pasturot. Remember me? It's like, no.
just flash
No,
back to the one
we
epilogue
never
bit,
met
like,
you.
ah.
We
do
never
remember.
met you.
You know what? He's gonna
Oh,
get
yes.
killed off.
Ha, ha, ha.
He's gonna get killed off in a role play section where he plays guys or something. Like
Yeah.
I would like that.
Yeah. Pastarot refers to the Scion of Light, Pastarot Night Star, in 12. But yeah,
Cool name.
There's nothing more on him. That would be well. Maybe we could. Maybe we'll see him pop up. That would be very strange.
It would.
No, I think Gaius probably killed him. I think that's how they got away with that. They were like, okay, let's just say
They
that
can-
Gaius killed a few
and-
Asians.
They can also only make new Asians if they're killed in not the ways that we kill them. Like if we kill them with Aura Sight or with an Eye of a Dragon, those seem to be permanent ways to kill an Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll know soon. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly when because it's still mid-February on the website. When do you think we'll get this patch? We've talked about this.
Oh, we've talked about this.
18th or 25th.
It's not going to be the 25th.
That's too
It
late.
very well
guarantee
may be,
it's not
Yogi.
the 25th.
Mm.
I guarantee
I can
you
see
it's
maybe
not.
the 11th.
That's
If it's
I
not
think that's
18th.
very hopeful, Rollo, but that's what I'm hoping for as well.
Yeah.
I love that 11th is very hopeful and 25th is guaranteed not. Yogi's very set on the 18th.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say the 25th is mid-February.
Because I'm so set on it being on the 18th.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only saying 25th because I know what these guys are like, and they say mid-February, and then it ends up being almost the last.
I
day of
just
February.
refuse to believe that the 5th last day of February is mid-February.
But they say this a lot, and
it's dark.
they're mad. They're
Oh.
mad people.
Yeah, but that was like the 21st or the 22nd. It wasn't the 25th.
Well,
And February's a short month.
Not this year.
It's got one extra day.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
still got less than 30 days.
It's midder than it's ever been, the 25th.
Well, we'll know soon. Hopefully.
I didn't know when the live
We will
lecture
know
is.
when the live letter is first, probably.
Okay, so the Mog Tome thing starts on the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
And so 1 week, 2 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks if it's the 11th and 4 weeks if it's the 18th. I believe we only had 3 weeks the last time, and we had 4 weeks for the first Mog Tome events.
Yeah.
They're doing the
So
3 4
it could be
3,
either
4, 3,
the 11th
4,
or the
whatever.
18th,
Mm-hmm.
if you're going by those patterns.
Okay. Right. Well, on that note, we have reached the end of the main show. Thank you all Ols. Thank you, Ols, for watching. Remember to follow on Twitter. Twitter. Twitter.com. No. At SpeakersXIV. Twitch.tv/SpeakersOfIreland. YouTube.com/SpeakersXIV. Exclamation Discord in chat if you want to join our Discord server. If you're watching on demand, link should be in the description. Send us MogMail. SpeakersXIV.com/MogMail. If you're watching live, post show is coming up. If you're watching on demand, you're not getting it. Goodbye.
Bye.